Dub C here, we're back with another Survival Saturday. So I'm out here working on a shelter. This is the weekend I get it done. I got my roof tarp in place. I don't have it secured yet because I want to get the chimney in and the wood burner, do a burn on it real quick, make sure that nothing's gonna be affected by its placement because I only got one chance on the roof. For insulation, I'm actually gonna be putting up a welding blanket in the back. It's fiberglass reinforced, holds up to 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. And like I said, I want to get all this stuff tested before I determine this is the final placement of the wood stove. Once it's there, then we can set up the roof. While I'm out here, I'll be reviewing a ration. So I actually have a 24-hour field provision, menu A, from Stowaway Gourmet. I've not tried any of these. I've seen these, other people have tried these. Never got to taste them myself, so I'm really excited to check this out. It's a whole 24 hours. It's got a ton of stuff in there. I can't wait to show some of that stuff off. I actually won this in the contest from Traversing Food. He just had a giveaway for his 2,000 subscribers, so it was awesome. I won. Now I get to check it out. So I'm really hungry now. It's breakfast time, so I'm gonna dig into this and get some breakfast. So let's get started. All right, finally, I'm really excited to break this thing open. This is Stowaway Gourmet Menu A 24-hour field provision. It says all the ingredients in front. Look at that, 144 grams of protein, 3,660 calories, coming in at 2 pounds, 12 ounces. All the information's right there. So we're gonna check that out. But it's pretty massive, you know, but bust it open and see what we got. It's got the big old bag with the Ziploc, and cheese or Pete's. It's got a lot of stuff in there. It looks like a survival module. That's pretty cool. We'll check that out in a second. Wow. Looks like some crisp rice. Doesn't really say, but I like how it's in the packaging. All right, this must be the accessory kit. I'll have to break that open and see what that's all about. So stuff a lot of the stuff I've not seen before. Very cool. Another accessory kit. Looks like I got chocolate bars. Man. Okay, so I have to break all those individually. Get this big old spoon. Oh wow, there's the first. This is breakfast. Berry yogurt parfait. Oh my goodness. Granola paired with Greek yogurt, strawberries, and blueberries. I think I'm going to love that. Ooh, it's cold too. Cold cereal. Love it. Alright, huge fan. Got some sardines. Skinless, boneless sardines in olive oil. Awesome. And looks like the lunch or dinner main. Bison beer, black bean chili. Very cool. And then we got jambalaya with shrimp. So this is the, hopefully it's spicy. I like my jambalaya spicy. Alright, so we'll get all the mains. We'll get that breakfast out first, but looks like we got to break into all these other smaller kits. So first thing I'll break into real quick is just this, looks like a first aid / survival kit. Kind of see what we got in here. Seen some pretty interesting things right off the bat. So we have an Advil. Nothing wrong with having ibuprofen out there. We got 3 floss picks. That's really nice to have out here. We got a toothbrush with some toothpaste. Very cool. Got the Kleenex. Alright, then we have, it's like this is the water bag. It's fill line for 0.75 liters. That's really cool. And then it had some purification tabs, but I'll show the wet ones. Got 4 packs. Here's a aqua tabs. So I've used these before, but these are just the aqua tabs, and it has the basically a little water bag. So that's a really cool kit to have. I'll be adding all these survival items to my other survival kits, and then I'll probably use that to start a fire in the wood stove. Looks like a spark / fuel source. So really nice little first aid hygiene kit. The next thing we'll bust open is this accessory kit. Looks like the drink accessory kit. These Ziplocs are pretty sturdy too. A little bit harder to open. Okay, there's a big pack in the very back. Not sure what that is. Maybe, oh, it's a drink powder. So it's the Pocari Sweet. So interested to try that out. Oh wow, look at that. We got a Gardelli Premium Hot Chocolate Mix. Got a Meadow Herbal Infusion Tea. Another herbal tea, sweet and spicy. I don't know if I'll be having the tea, but I like the coffee. So we got some Starbucks. Oops. Starbucks Via Instant Colombian. Got some Taster Choice Colombian. Awesome. And then it looks like salt and pepper. Let's go through real quick. We got some sugar, 3 sugars. And looks like 2 salts and 2 peppers. And then it had the oxygen thing in there, probably keep moisture from getting in. And all these bags have gussets in them and probably could be used for water too, so that's a really nice touch. Alright, now our final accessory kit. Call this accessory kit B. Looks like crackers and snacks, biscuits, bars. Alright, the first thing we have some jerky chew, which is really nice. We have another oxygen tab in there, keep the moisture out. Nice touch. I'm going to definitely have some of these for breakfast. This is some Biscoff biscuits. Look at the little snack packs. Really interesting. We got a layered fruit bar, strawberry and banana. Never seen some of these brands, but some brands I have seen, like this is a Dove dark chocolate. That'd be good for dessert. And then I have seen this brand as well. This is a Kind dark chocolate cherry cashew. Sounds fantastic. And the final thing is another layered fruit, pineapple, passion fruit. So that's a really good kit. Now I guess you just kind of pick what you want for each meal for breakfast, and get that separated real quick. Right, for breakfast I'm going to have some biscuits. I got the instant coffee, a layered fruit bar, strawberry banana, a Kind bar, and then I'll have the main, which is the berry yogurt parfait. Let's go ahead and bust this open, see what it got. It has the expiration on it right there. I don't know if I can show it. There you go. Expiration 2025. Go ahead and open up, see what we got inside. Okay, there's a couple separate packs in here, so that's interesting. Alright. So we have the pack of, looks like berries, strawberries and blueberries, and maybe the yogurt. And then we have the granola, which was packed separately. In the instructions, it actually says, I add the cold water to the yogurt pouch, and then wait 10 minutes, and then pour over the granola. So that's a nice touch. You get a nice crunch to it, and you're not getting nothing soggy. There's the nutrition facts if you want to see those. It's actually got quite a bit of carbs and calories. It's actually 2 servings for this container. So let's go ahead and make it up. Okay, I got the yogurt pouch opened up. The Ziploc bags are pretty sturdy, like I said. Smells like strawberries right off the bat. Get the oxygen tab out. And let's go ahead and throw our 3/4 cup cold water in there. Seal it up. Give it a shake. Okay, I got the yogurt all mixed up. It doesn't look very appetizing currently, but we'll see. It's supposed to let it sit for 10 minutes. While that's sitting, we'll go ahead and try one of these fruit bars real quick. This is a pure organic layered fruit bar, strawberry banana. And I'll open it up. Got a very cool look to it. Let's give it a try. The layered fruit bar is fantastic. It's a strawberry flavor, comes through strong, and after you chew it for a little bit, you get a little bit of banana. But overall, really, really fresh, very tasty. It'll be a perfect snack on the go or for breakfast. I got my coffee water about ready, so we can Let's make up my coffee. We have the looks like Via Instant Colombian coffee. Apologize for the focus. It is pretty overcast right now. Add the coffee. Nice powder. Fine powder. That should mix up really good. Go ahead and bust this Kind bar open. Dark chocolate cherry cashew. Kind of take a look at it. I've had these before. I think you can get them at the store, most of the stores around here. I've had that. I've had the brand before. I've never had that flavor. The chocolate cherry cashew is really good. Really strong dark chocolate flavor. We'll go ahead and wash it down with this. I believe it's Starbucks Colombian. The Starbucks Colombian is very bitter, very bold. And I say sugar and creamer would maybe help out with that a little bit, but I kind of just like it how it is. I'm going to use the biscuits. Just try the biscuits out in them. These biscuits pair perfectly with the coffee. The mild sweetness, they start getting soft right when you dip them in the coffee. Just an awesome pair right there. It's time for the main event. I cut down the little yogurt parfait bag just to make it like a bowl. Now we have our yogurt. It's been sitting for about 10 minutes now. Should be able to open and pour it in. Let's see how it turns out. I don't think I've ever had freeze-dried yogurt before, but could be wrong. It's kind of a mass. There we go. All right, so we have the yogurt to the granola. Kind of gets, it's kind of a mega bite right there, and kind of in a pouch. Kind of mix it up, roll it around a little bit, get some of the yogurt mixed in, and we'll give it a try. While having this, it does not make me feel like I'm out in the woods or on the go. It makes me feel like I'm at a restaurant. I just ordered like a yogurt parfait. It is just, the granola is not hard. It is soft to the bite. So it's not like you're going to be chewing extra hard or breaking your teeth on it. It's very soft and mild. So that's a very key note. Then the flavor of the yogurt, the strawberries, blueberries, all coming through. Mix it up and you have that yogurt creaminess with the crunch of the granola. This is top notch. This is one of the better breakfasts I've had out of a pouch. So excellent so far. So far has been an excellent breakfast. I'm really excited to see what lunch and dinner holds. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this up and start working on the installation of the wood stove. First thing I want to do is I'm going to put some insulation between the wood stove and the wall. I don't want to burn my tarp or my wood. This is all trial and error for me, all new, but I'm just trying to research and do my best. So I'm going to get everything temporarily tacked down, such as the welding blanket, the chimney put on, and then burn a test fire, per se, to make sure everything kind of sits right and nothing else is in danger of burning, or see what else I got to protect. So once I get that installed, we'll start up a fire. We'll show that and see how it works. We're on stage one for the chimney install. I got the welding blanket installed temporarily just to kind of see how it's going to fit. Got the stove jack placed with the proper spacing. Got the heat protector right here. Going to a 3-inch flashing. I'll probably put heat resistant caulk or silicone, and that's where I'll play the tarp. Then I have a storm collar. It was actually too big. It was a 3-inch storm collar, but I went ahead and cut it, and then just used a self-tapping screw, and I'll secure that when that's ready. And then I am about 3 foot above the highest point of the shelter, which should create a good draft. You're supposed to be 2 feet above your highest point of your house for the good draft. Okay, we'll be using the fire starting method that came in the Stowaway Gourmet 24-hour provision. Looks like it comes with a striker. It's got little things you can replace it in there, and then these just start them on fire and get your fire going. So go ahead and give it a shot and see how it works. It's got a little, create some spark on there. See if it works. I don't know if we gotta fluff it up a little more, like that maybe. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna place it inside my little wood burner and see if we can get something going. I got some birch bark in there, some sticks. Trial fire number 1. See how it goes. Wish me luck. So far so good. Everything is working out great in the fire trial. Basically, wood stove's got a nice fire in it. Got good draft. I'll show the draft in just a second. Nothing seems to be getting hot around it. I'm trying to roast a nice hot fire in here to do a nice test, but the welding blanket's actually holding up quite well. So I'll show that. I mean, nothing going on here, and then I'll go ahead and show the draft from the chimney. So I'm not sure if you can see it, but got good smoke coming out of the chimney. Mostly heat. It's got a clean fire going. But I think this is going to work for our setup. All right, the test fire worked great. The placement of the wood stove is exactly where I want it. It's in the back of the shelter. I'm right by the door, so if something happens, I can get right out as far as fire safety. And as far as heating anything up or anything else getting hot, looks like it's all good. Continue test and continue watching though as I get things going. So next step, I got the jack fastened down. Now I have the flashing set so I can start setting up the tarp. Once I get that, then I can place the tarp over it, and then I'll install the storm cover and the other section of the chimney, which is right here. So we'll go ahead and start setting up the tarp on the other side. So I got most of the tarp fastened down, just temporarily until I make sure that I got good coverage. So when I cut my hole for a chimney, I don't have to scrap the tarp out. I got good coverage on the front, good coverage on the sides, just trying to get everything situated so when I do fasten it, it's ready to go. Next step is going to cut the hole for the chimney, so I'll go ahead and try that. We got the hole cut through the tarp. It's kind of nerve-wracking, but looks like it lined up pretty good. I used this little blade, the super sharp razor blade I got from Minotaur Trading Company. Got a nice seal. Now I just have to use the high temp caulk, and I'll seal this tarp all the way around, and then I'll put the storm collar on and the other piece of the chimney. All right, so I think we're done with the chimney. I have the fire resistant caulk, and then I sealed it to the tarp right here. I put the storm cover on, and I put the extension on. A few more tweaks and we should have it, as well as the tarp on top. So I got that sealed up on top, and I come around and got everything kind of fastened. It's an awkward shape, my shelter is, but I'm making it happen. So there's a few more things, and it's all going to be dependent on that first rain. The first rain hits, I could find out I got a couple leaks I got to change things up on, but no big deal. It's all about trial and error. But it's time for lunch. It's time for lunch. It's pretty overcast. It might start raining, so we might have to go back inside the shelter. We have the bison beer black bean chili. We are going to have the layered fruit bar, pineapple and passion fruit. Got some jerky chew. I will be making a mochaccino, basically a hot cocoa mix with some Taster's Choice Colombian. And then we have some rye crisp that I'll be splitting with lunch and dinner. While the water's warming up, I'll go ahead and try some of this jerky chew. It's basically shredded jerky, and you can use it as a snack, but it's just really fine ground. It's really good to, just chew on and while you're on the trail or just hanging out. It's really nice to have the jerky chew in there. It just gives you the shredded beef jerky. Can't beat that. Nice snack. Very salty, smoky flavor. It's your standard beef jerky. I'll go ahead and try this layered fruit bar. I really enjoyed the one at breakfast, so I'm sure I'll like this one, but never know. It's got the same look to it. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. While I did enjoy the breakfast version better, this one's still good. It has a strong flavor of pineapple at the beginning, and then the passion fruit. It's very subtle, but still really refreshing. Nice little snack. Really enjoy those little fruit bars. We have the bison beer black bean chili. We got the expiration at the top. That's really cool. There's some nutrition facts. It's more really simple. Just open it up, add a cup and a half of water, take the oxygen tab out, and let it sit. So we'll go ahead and pop it open. See what it looks like before we add water. Pretty. Oh, that's a couple big chunks of vegetables and meat and beans. Let's add the water. About half a boiling water. Got about a cup. About a half. And then go ahead and seal it up. I like to shake mine. Really gets it in the crevices of that gusset. And then I'll stir it. Never had the hot cocoa mix, I don't think, from Grate. That's how it's pronounced. Oh, just made a mess. It's alright. So we'll put our mix in. And we'll add our coffee. We have to clean that up. And this coffee is not fine ground. It's pretty chunky, but standard taster's choice. Go ahead and fill her up. Give it a stir. Used one of the wet ones from the kit to get everything cleaned up and reset, so it should be all set now. We have our hot cocoa done. This is our mochaccino coffee in the Grate hot cocoa mix. Let's give it a shot. This is probably some of the better hot cocoa mix I've had. Really relatable to like a French hot cocoa or a Swedish or even Norwegian. Very subtle sweet flavor and just a really nice cocoa flavor. That coffee just mixes perfectly with it. We're going to try some biscuits with it. So just go ahead and dip them in a little bit and give that a shot. Biscuits went great with it. I mean, even better than normal coffee. That's a great. This stuff is really awesome. I've not had it before. It's really good. Okay, I think the bison beer black bean chili is ready. Let's take a look. Give it a stir. Go ahead and we'll slice it real quick. All right, so it's a better view of it. Got the beans. Kind of everything coming together. Give it a smell real quick. It smells like normal chili. I probably should have brought some hot sauce to kick it up. I don't know. We'll see. Let's give it a shot. I'm just getting a basic chili flavor here. Very mild seasonings. I'm not really tasting any beer. Maybe a little bit. But overall, it's just a natural chili in a pouch. Not getting nothing majorly different. It's supposed to be bison. I don't know. Like I said, this is just ordinary chili to me. And it's not hot at all. It's definitely not bad, but it just, I don't really taste the cheese or the sour cream, or the spiced beer. I mean, it tastes like good old chili. Nothing wrong with it. We'll go ahead and try some on this. One of these, I think these are rye crisp. Go ahead and load this up. Rye crisp helped with the texture. Definitely, broke it up a little bit. But overall, really good lunch. Breakfast is still MVP. I'm hoping dinner might be a little bit better. I'll actually be eating dinner inside the shelter. So excited to try that when I get the fire going. Okay, it's time to see the shelter. We're about 99% complete. Let's take a look what we got. We got the front door. Still got to get the insulator on the door with the deer skins. So as planned, I wanted to have my bed over here. I have the Southern Survival tarp. I might be getting a cot. I'm not sure yet. I'm using the Thermarest pad under that. And the Teton negative 25 degree Fahrenheit bag. Got my hatchet from Inky Snoot. I keep that out there with me. I got the light set up. Where's where I want my gear. And then I got my wood stove. Wood stove's got a hot fire in it. It's about 32, 33 degrees Fahrenheit supposed to get tonight. But it's definitely warm in here. And then my wood pile. I still got to cut some more wood. But got a really good setup. Just want to talk about safety before I started dinner. So I will be running a carbon monoxide alarm out here in the shelter anytime I burn wood, just for safety. And I suggest anybody else do the same if you're running a heater in a tent or a shelter. You just never know, and it's always good to be safe. Okay, for dinner, I'm going to be having the jambalaya with shrimp. Excited to check that out. We got some Dove dark chocolate. We have a drink that I don't even know how to mix, but it seems like quite a bit, so probably go for 12 ounces or so. We got the rest of the rye crisp. I got one of the wet ones that I wiped down, and then I'm going to eat the sardines. Got my water boiling on the wood stove. It's working like a charm. Go ahead and mix this up. I'm going to try 12 ounces water. Hopefully that's not too much, but like I said, it's a lot of powder. I'm hoping it's at least 12 ounces. If I have to add more, I can. Not a big deal. But it is like a clear drink. It's supposed to be a fruit drink. So we'll mix that up and let it sit. Go ahead and pop open the sardines. Looking pretty good. Wish I had a fork now. Bust out one of these sardines real quick while the water finishes warming up. And I'm going to use a different spork so we don't cross-contaminate. Let's go ahead and throw some of this on this rye crisp. Big old hunk of sardine on the rye crisp. Let's try it out. Just a natural sardine, very fishy, but overall not a bad flavor. Went well with the rye crisp. Time to make up this jambalaya with shrimp. Got the water ready. So we're going to take a look at what we got. The action tab out. No big smell yet, but does hopefully it's a little bit spicy this time. I like jambalaya spicy. Okay, wood stove did great. Getting some hot water. Just dumping in. Give it a mix. We're going to go ahead and try this drink. It's like a fruit mix it's supposed to be. This tastes like a mix between the Tutti Frutti. It's a light fruit taste and sports drink. It does quench your thirst quite a bit. So not bad. I'd say 16 ounces of water, not 12 ounces. So I'll add some more water to it because it was a little strong. Alright, time to try the jambalaya with shrimp. So we got classically spiced shrimp and vegetables and rice. Seems pretty simple. Don't see any shrimp in there. Maybe it's just chopped up, but let's give it a bite. There actually is shrimp in here. It is kind of chewy, and it didn't reconstitute as well as I think it should, but still a really good spice. It's got a little bit of heat to it. The rice takes a lot away from the flavor, but overall still a really nice dish. And I like having shrimp and jambalaya. All right, we're gonna jazz it up a little bit with the little sardine. Got the shrimp in there. Let's add a little fish to the jambalaya for that mega bite. Well, sardine, shrimp, jambalaya. That definitely adds to the seafood flavor and only amplifies the shrimp flavor as well. But overall, jambalaya is pretty good. Breakfast was still MVP. But I'm going to try out this Dove chocolate. And it did come with tea. I might have the tea for breakfast. But I got to have my coffee too. So let's try a couple bites of this. The Dove chocolate's very rich. Dark chocolate. I mean, I actually have this. Again, I can get one of these items at the store. So I'm used to having it. It's a quality chocolate. Nothing wrong with that. I'm going to eat some with the biscuit as well. Because I think it'll pair really well. Okay, so pretty awesome dinner overall. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up and then clean up. And then I'll organize the shelter and we'll talk more. Finally, a little time to relax. Enjoy the moment. So I believe the shelter's pretty much done until I find ways to improve it. And see how the rain and snow affect it. So we're going to be doing some tests with that. And all we can do is improve it. One thing was suggested to me, if you have one of these big sleeping bags, negative 25 degree Fahrenheit, ones with really thick insulation, that first thing you should do is put it out so it pulls the air and like kind of lifts up, because you stuff it in that stuff sack and it gets really compressed and the insulation won't work well if you don't let it air out. So that's one thing that I'll be doing from now on. Make sure to put it out right away. Here's some the deer skin for my dad. I got kind of a bag of it. So I'll be taking this. It's really heavy. It's nice, thick, durable. I might make some other stuff with it. But I definitely want to line the door with it so it kind of weighs it down. And there's a bunch of other stuff you can do with it. But it's really cool. I'm really excited to use that. But right now I'm just gonna relax. It's been a long day. And got the roof done, got the wood stove in. Just enjoying the moment. It's like I said, it's pretty cold outside, but I cannot tell at all. It's kind of hot in here now. I might have to let the wood stove burn out. This is really for a winter setup, and we're not quite there yet. It's cold out, but we're not quite, 0 or below what I'm looking forward to. But yeah, let's enjoy the moment, enjoying the victory for now. And I still get to watch the fire for a little bit. I do miss having a campfire though, and I probably will have one next time I come out. But really wanted to test the wood stove out. Okay, it's morning time. You remember I was talking about doing a rain test and being how cool that would be? Well, it decided to happen last night. The good news is the roof didn't leak. I didn't get wet. Looking for any internal leaks, but I don't see any. Still raining a little bit right now, but I'm going to take a look outside, make sure there's no standing water on the roof, make sure there's no chance of starting a leak. But, it didn't leak where I installed the wood stove, and I'm pretty happy about that. So we'll be checking that out. As far as sleeping last night, slept perfectly. It was awesome. The sound of the rain helps you sleep, right? At least it does for me. And I stayed warm. It's a great morning. I had my coffee. So let's take a look at this roof real quick, and then we'll jump into final thoughts. So this is the roof, and the goal is to have basically channels where the water runs down. And I tried to make those, like right here. It's supposed to run down right off the shelter, just like that. So instead of sitting up there, I got a good angle. I'm going to probably clean the leaves off. There's the wood stove. Sealant, I'm not sure if it cured all the way yet. May have to do that again. But again, just channels for all that water just to roll right off. So final thoughts on the overnight plus this 24-hour field provision by Stowaway Gourmet. So we'll start off with this. I really like the accessory kit as far as the hygiene, the toothbrush to floss picks, the fire start, the water purification. That's a real nice touch that I don't see in very many 24-hour rations. Now, as far as the meals, breakfast was MVP. I really like the fact that you made the yogurt and then put it over the granola separately, and that granola was fantastic. It was a really good breakfast. Now, as far as the accessory kits, there was other ones such as the snacks and the drinks. They were pretty commercial. As far as to me, they're pretty accessible at the store. So expiration dates may vary between the products. But overall, lunch with the chili, not bad. Just your standard chili. And then dinner was pretty good with the jambalaya with shrimp. That was a nice touch. I haven't had shrimp freeze-dried, I don't think. But overall, great ration would last 24 hours easily. If not more if you portion properly. But really excited to try that out. Now we'll talk about as far as the overnight, we got the rain test. So the rain test happened. No leaks. Now I'm excited for the snow test because I got to see how this thing holds up in the snow. But come to think of it, the shelter was just an idea June 20th of this year. June 20th, I think I published a video, hammock and bloopers. That was the video I found the spot where I wanted to make the shelter. And now I got a shelter with a wood stove. So lots of cool things are happening, more adventures to come. And I'm really excited for that snow to hit. That's all I got now. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.